guys, make sure to drop a like.
We're here.
Back at it again. Make sure to drop a comment or a question down below. We really want to do a Q&A with you guys.
We're gathering all the questions and we'll make one video.
We got like 3 questions right now.
Yep.
Probably, I'd say. So let's get into it. So Ryan, you want to list the remaining hub cities?
Yeah, so Gary Bettman is continuing to do a great job trying to get the NHL back. Like I said before, July 10th is the date. And Pittsburgh was eliminated as a hub city. We already know Vegas, so the remaining hub city options are, including Vegas, are Chicago, Vegas, LA, Edmonton, Montreal. So those are their final remaining ones, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
I think it's gonna be a Canadian team, right?
I would assume, because he's waiting for
the
Canadian thing to be lifted or whatever.
So now we'll be going over our top 3 finalists for the Hart Trophy / MVP for the NHL. So my top 3 in order: number 1, Draisaitl; number 2, Connor McDavid; and number 3, Panarin, the bread man.
I got number 1, Draisaitl; number 2, Nathan McKinnon. He's tearing it up in Colorado. And then number 3, I got McDavid. But if McDavid might have been 2 if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I also got Draisaitl at 1. Then we got McKinnon at 2, Colorado. Then we got McDavid at 3.
Yeah.
I feel like McKinnon's ahead of McDavid for you guys because he's got hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean, injuries never help, even though he's on pace to be with Draisaitl right there.
So yeah, we all got Draisaitl. He led the league in points by 13. Second was McDavid, so a big gap there. Think it's going to be unanimous MVP, right?
It's going to be one dummy who gets it wrong, but
yeah.
It always is.
Just like the one dummy who voted Jeter should
Yeah,
not be
I
it.
still remember that.
That guy's an idiot.
Whoever that is, you should be ashamed of yourself.
So one of the main topics this week is Jamal Adams requesting a trade out of New York. It's a terrible organization up there. They've been losing forever, it seems
awful.
like. Yeah, just awful. So he listed 7 teams he wanted to go to this week. I'm going to list them off right here. Buccaneers, Ravens, Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks. As you can tell, there's a pattern in those teams. They're all winning teams. They all are going to win this season. So he obviously wants to win. He's sick of losing. So what team do you guys think he's going to go to?
I think he's going to Tampa Bay. I know Tampa Bay last year, Shaquille Barrett on the front 7, great outside linebacker, but they need some help in the secondary. So I think that's where Tampa Bay's going to try and go out and get him, especially with Brady coming in. They're going all in this year. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, because the Saints are obviously good in that division. There could be a lot of high-scoring games, but if Tampa Bay can kind of keep their defense in check this year, they could have a really good season.
Yeah, I got to go with the Cowboys here. They had trouble in the back end last year, but they drafted Trayvon Diggs in the 2nd round. And I think Jamal Adams would be the perfect fit there. Maybe Diggs can learn from Adams there, and I think Jerry Jones pulls the trigger here.
Yeah, I think he's going to the Bucs. I'm going to agree with Ryan. They're just going to go all in. I mean, this is their time to shine. They got like 5 prime time games.
I mean, Brady's not getting any younger.
Yeah. But now we'll be grading the AFC West Offseasons. We do this every week. We'll have a new division next week. That is to be determined for that division, but this week AFC West, so we want to start the Chargers.
Yeah, so they pick Justin Herbert with the number 6 overall pick. I like him from Oregon. He won the Rose Bowl, senior, 4 years. So there's a lot of experience there. He chose to stay there 1 more year last year, and I liked his choice. I think he made a great one. We also get Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma, linebacker. I like him a lot. But he's in the Big 12. It's a weak defense, but I think he's a solid linebacker. But they let go of Phillip Rivers, a long-time Chargers QB. I mean, he didn't win a Super Bowl with them for being them with that long, and they had a lot of great teams with him, but they finally move on. But I think Tyrod Taylor's going to get the start for this year, definitely. Maybe next year. We'll see how Herbert develops.
Yeah.
So coming in 3rd place, I got the Broncos at 8-8 this season. So they used their franchise tag on defensive back Justin Simmons in the offseason. They also went out and got Melvin Gordon, who's a great back. in the draft, they just went out and got receivers. They got Jerry Jeudy from Bama, best route runner in the draft. And they got KJ Hamler from Penn State. He's also another good receiver.
Speedster.
Yep. I think the Broncos. I mean, Drew Lock. We'll see what he can do this year. I think they'll be right in the middle of the pack in offensive and defensively. And they're playing. I think it'll be good division this year. I think the Raiders are going to be much improved.
Right.
Sure.
Speaking of the Raiders, solid off season. Just great job for Gruden and Mayock there. First pick, they get the fastest receiver in the draft, Henry Ruggs. I mean, can't really complain about that. Gruden's gonna have fun with that. And the second pick in the first round from the Khalil Mack trade. A year ago, they signed Damon Arnett from the Ohio State. I feel like it could have been a reach. I mean, but like we didn't have a second round pick, so we kind of had to draft him there. But if you like a guy, you gotta pick him. Then in the free agent class, you get one of the best linebacker available, Corey Littleton from the Rams. He led the team in tackles that year. And then don't be sleeping on Brian Edwards, the third round pick from South Carolina. He had suffered a lot of injuries, but he's the leading receiver at South Carolina. Then you signed the veteran Jason Witten from the Cowboys. I feel like that's going to bring a lot in the locker room. It's going to help the players just get better as an NFL player, that signing right there. So lastly, we got the Chiefs. I mean, Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, much to say.
If they sign Patrick Mahomes long term, they're probably going to win at least 3.
They're going to be there a lot.
Yeah. They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round pick from LSU, which I really like a lot, and that's going to help for fantasy a lot too. So I'll give the Chiefs. I mean, if you have Patrick Mahomes, you're not failing the offseason.
Tyreek Hill and the defense that really came out, and especially the second half of the season last year.
So last week on podcast number 3, we listed our top 5 MLB players. We're going to go through all the way to number 25. So this week we got 6 through 10. At number 10, we got Francisco Lindor from the Indians. You guys think Lindor?
Even though he had a down season last year, some injuries, you would just watch him on the defensive side, and not a big guy, but he's a lot of pop, plays the game the right way. It's fun to watch. Reminds me of Javi Baez, who's also
just has fun playing the game.
Just that smile.
Enjoys the game.
Yeah, that smile.
Right.
At number 9, you got Baez from the Cubs. I mean,
kind of like just like Lindor a bit. They both love playing the game.
Offensively, I think Baez has more explosion.
I love that Contreras-Baez combo there. They throwing them out.
Yeah.
At second, don't want to steal there.
Baez, over the years, he's definitely gotten more disciplined in his hitting, which is really good because he used to swing everything down and away.
High cheese.
Yeah. You see him in the playoffs and a couple of his home runs.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a Sox fan, you gotta admit, those are some. He's a great player.
Probably the best at shortstop picking off players, you'd say.
Oh yeah, and then the swipe tags, you see it.
I mean, can't teach that. That's
just God-given stuff right there.
Number 8, we got Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees, baby. I mean,
all rise
for the Judge. I mean, if he hasn't gotten hurt a lot, I think he could easily be a top 5 player. But
should have won his MVP rookie year.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for the cheating.
He got snubbed.
If that average can stay up, those home runs are always going to be there for him with that size and power.
That arm too, in that field.
That's underrated. He's underrated defensively, I think.
Yeah, New York loves him.
Yeah. At number 7, we got Acuna Jr. from the Braves there. Yeah.
Really young guy who has a lot of pop, very quick, covers the gaps out in center field. Great with Braves behind Ozzie Albies and Freddie Freeman. I mean, Acuna, you see him in the All-Star games. He's another guy kind of like Lindor, always has a smile on his face, plays hard, goes full throttle.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Number 6, we got Mookie Betts, who just got traded to the Dodgers there. I mean, like, I don't know.
They get more firepower.
Yeah.
This lineup's going to be very scary.
It's going to be a track race out there.
Hopefully they can play, though.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts defensively, Didn't he win a Gold Glove, I think?
Yeah.
Gold
First
Glover.
all, dude.
Great. That MVP season he was just...
Him and his teammate, J.D. Martinez, were like back-to-back home runs, RBIs, slugging percentage. I mean, that was the Red Sox winning year, I believe.
Yeah, World Series champion, by the way. Yeah. This week for ranking divisions for MLB, if the season happens, we're going to rank NL East. Last week we did NL Central. So if you want to check that out, it's on podcast number 3 on our YouTube channel. So Ryan, you want to start with the NL East?
Yeah, so I got Atlanta Braves number 1, even though some of you Nats fans might be mad at me, but you guys did lose Rondon, so I consider that. Braves, you got Ronald Acuna, who we just talked about, raved him up in the top 10 rankings. You got Ozzie Albies, great switch hitter with a lot of speed. Then you got Freddie Freeman, Mr. Consistent, always gets you RBIs.
Those hand grabs at first base.
Yeah, great defensively as well. Pitching is a little bit of a concern. You got Mike Fultonevich and Max Fried. I really like Max Fried though. Great lefty. But Braves, they're such a good regular season team.
I don't think that staff can survive in the postseason.
Yeah, it's tough.
Against these top tier teams, the
We should have signed some of the pitchers in this offseason, I think.
But number 2, I got Washington Nationals. Even though Rendon left, your pitching staff is still incredible.
Yeah.
You got Juan Soto. I think was last year's second year.
Yeah.
This year he's
can't even drink yet.
He can put.
Can't even drink.
Yeah.
Can't even party.
Poor guy.
He couldn't even party.
He could have champagne in the locker room. He's a guy you could see hitting 50 home runs in his prime. I mean,
he's gonna bulk up over the years.
Yeah.
So.
Let's hope he's not juicing. But in third, I got Mets. Again, another great pitching staff, but they just can't put it together. Like the hitting wise, you see DeGrom, no run support. I mean, this guy has got like a 1.80 ERA.
I feel like they just signed a bunch of old guys.
And he has like 10 losses. Like what? There's no excuse for that. You have to hit the dang baseball. 4, I got Phillies. I'm a catcher, so I really like JT Realmuto personally. Rhys Hoskins, Harper, Boo Harper.
Overpaid.
Yeah, he's not even.
$250 million.
You could take $100 million away from his contract, and he's still not even there. Pitching wise, you got Zach Wheeler. The Sox almost got, but I like him a lot.
A lot of money though.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Number 5, Marlins.
Next.
Really much to say. Yeah, next.
All right, at number 1, we gotta go with the world champion Nationals. I mean, I know they lost Rendon, but
They could go either way.
they're still up there. I mean,
Yeah.
Patrick Corbin had a great postseason.
Good.
They signed him last year. Really good signing there. So at number 2, I got the Phillies. Zach Wheeler. Harper's gonna have a bounce back year this year. I think he might have an MVP caliber season. I'm a Harper believer. And 3, you got the Braves. It's just the pitching is really concerning to me. It's really head scratching. And number 4, we got the Mets. Alonso, and who else?
Bag of chips.
I don't know. But the pitching staff's unbelievable there. I'll give them that. 5th, we got the Marlins.
Next.
Yeah. Derek Jeter doesn't play. He's the owner, by the way. So.
First, I got the Braves here, Acuna. I like him a lot, and they got Mr. Consistent, like you said,
Ready?
scooping it up at first base. And at number 2, I got the Nationals, coming off world champs. I like it a lot. Got Juan Soto. Just a stud. I mean,
I love Juan Soto. How do you not like that?
Yeah. We almost put him in our top 10. It's debatable.
got
Very
Scherzer, pitcher. It's gonna be a good year for the Nats.
Yeah.
And number 3, you got the Phillies. I don't like Harper a lot.
I don't either.
Harper believers right here.
My heart bomb.
I think he's vastly overpaid.
Yeah.
I think it's just ridiculous. Then 4th, we got the Mets here. DeGrom and Alonso, I mean, a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And then number 5, we got the Marlins.
Guys, we're sorry for not putting a lot of Marlins content here, but if you're looking for Marlins content, go to the Miami Herald, and
Or History Channel.
they'll hook you up there.